Hope you are good. Let's learn about financial literacy. You have heard in day-to-day operations something called provisions. In an accounting class, we have provision for depreciation, provision for loan loss, provision for bad debts, and so many other provisions. How does it affect an individual in their business? How does it affect your day-to-day life? I will start with an individual. Depreciation is simply setting aside some money to take care of your future regarding that asset. I will give an example. You own a cyber, and in this cyber, you started with a 1 million shillings to buy some computers here and there. You expect that these computers will have a useful life of 5 years. So if they will have a useful life for 5 years, it means that every year you should be setting aside 200,000 so that after 5 years are over, you will not go back to square one trying to purchase new computers. You know, when you are buying something for the first time, it is usually a struggle. So that after 5 years, maybe you have set aside 1 million, and by that time, to have a cyber of the modern state of the art, you need 1.3 million. So you will only need to go and look for an extra 300,000. That is what the work of provisions do. They help you to reorganize yourself, and you will not have a business coming to a standstill because you used the capital. You used the seed money that should have been there for continuity of that business. Remember that non-current asset is there to ensure that the business continues running efficiently. If you are in the matatu industry and you own, let's say, a matatu that flies Nairobi-Nyeri route, you cannot just use that money forever because that matatu will have a lifespan. Maybe in 5 years' time, they will tell you this matatu is too old to be used in Nyeri-Nairobi route. Take it to another route. That time you can sell off that matatu. That money that you had put aside as provisions will take care of you to buy another matatu, and you will continue your business. Now, for you day to day, if you do not have a business, do you still need provisions? Yes. Come January, we shall be needed to pay school fees for those of us who have kids in school. Let me use an example. You are paying school fees for 3 kids. Each child is 12,000 shillings per term. January, you need 36,000 to pay school fees. You may not have money, so whatever means that you are going to use to get that money, for now, let me not deal with January. So January, by God's miracle, you have been able to pay school fees. You know very well that May, you will be needed to pay school fees. Do you wait for the rain to come and beat you? For you to go and beg to Shylocks? For you to beg with the head teacher of your child's school to allow you some time? No, that is not what you are supposed to do. You know very well that from January to May, there are 4 months. And if you are needed to pay 36,000 shillings, it means that every month you need 9,000 shillings. Keep aside this money. You can keep this money in a M-Pesa ZD account. You can keep it in a money market account. You can even buy some treasury bill for that matter, depending on the school fees that you are buying, because for treasury bills, it has to be at least 50,000. Even financial institutions, your bank has a money market fund that you can keep this money, and come May, you have accumulated enough money to pay for your school fees, for your child's school fees. So you will keep aside every month 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. May, you have your school fees. Come May, you start setting aside money for that term. 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000. The following year, maybe the school fees has increased from 36,000 to 42,000. That means you need 10,500 shillings every month to keep aside for that. If you are not in a regular or a salaried employment, you are in a business, you can break down this 9,000 to a weekly basis. That is 2,250, or you can even break it down to a daily basis, 300 shillings. These provisions are meant to help a business. It is also meant to help you. If you want to go on holiday, don't just be seeing people go on holiday and you say, how can I get money to do that? Maybe they are spending 50,000 on holiday. You can plan yourself for 1 year. You decide every month I will be setting aside 4,000 shillings, 500. And trust me, by that time, you will be able to do that. They normally say that planning is the most important aspect in life, and it's just a little planning that you will find that things are not as hard as you may think. So plan well. If you do not plan, remember you are planning to fail. Let's keep on learning financial literacy. Wish you well.